I met Michael Flocco in 2002. His son Matthew had been killed in the Pentagon on 9/11. Michael, a construction worker, felt he needed to do something. So he bought an RV, moved from Delaware to Washington, and helped rebuild the Pentagon.
He came down here and he...
But the story of Mike Flocco wasn't so much about the rebuilding of the Pentagon. It was a portrait of one father's grief.
I think that's really a neat thing.
What the hell am I going to do? Drunk. Well, I'm not drunk. I'm kind of like depressed.
All alone in the RV, Mike soon fell into despair and hit the bottle hard, often missing days of work, tortured about the loss of his only son.
How anybody in their right mind could want to kill somebody so humble, so quiet, and so beautiful? Why would they want to kill him?
Now, more than 6 years later, Michael Flocco is back in Washington, in the same RV. He's retired now and is spending his days doing things other than drinking.
I taught myself how to make pizza and homemade gnocchi, which is a potato dumpling and a marinara sauce. Been doing that. So between pizza, bread, every now and then we try to throw together a banana cake or something. It usually comes out hard enough to break glass, but if you dip it in your coffee long enough, it's pretty good.
And this time he's not alone. His wife Sheila and some friends are joining him for a week in Washington for the dedication of the Pentagon Memorial.
So you stopped working, you retired. How do you spend your time?
No, I didn't stop drinking.
Stop working.
I stopped working.
But the last 6 years have been a difficult journey. The reminders of 9/11 have not gone away.
This is his funeral. I've watched it probably 100 times.
The most difficult time for Michael came in 2003, after he got his hands on his son's autopsy photos.
And his face was over to his left, and there was a little dribble of blood coming out of his mouth.
The pictures sent him on a bender that lasted years. He lost all hope. His wife Sheila was about to give up on him as well.
I drove her crazy for 3 years until she threatened to leave me and said, burn him up or do something because I can't take it anymore. I'd get drunk. I'd have them laying all out on the table.
He took her advice.
Yeah, I burned them up. I burned them up last winter. I threw them all in the fireplace. I said, this is it. We got to move on.
But after September 11th, what you got to do is you got to find a purpose.
6 years ago, at the end of the time I spent with Mike Flocco, he was also talking about moving on.
Everything from September 11th last year right up until this very point has been over the death of our son. Now we have to go forward. So what we're going to have to try to do now is figure out a purpose for going to work and a purpose to live.
Little did he know he only had a couple more months to live. That was it. July 4th weekend, 2001.
Today, as then, Mike spends a lot of time going over old pictures. Many of the photos are the same, but now there are a few new reminders sprinkled in with the old ones.
This is Champ before he got his hair cut. She was a gift from one of our neighbors when we moved in. Hi, Champ. Mom made me leave the CD player home. Yep. No music. We get them groomed every 30 days. They're all groomed. So I figured taking care of what I can do like that is kind of like giving back. Come on, over here.
Maybe, just maybe, he's starting to find the beginnings of that purpose for living he talked about 6 years ago.
Okay, all better. Yeah, we're roughing it. This is what you call roughing it. Yeah.